My boys, how y'all doing? What's good, y'all? Welcome to my world. Oh my. Alright, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, bro. I thought my boy Chandler was done. But yo, he came back. On some Roshi type shit. On some Roshi type shit. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Chandler was done. But when I saw this man, he got the hype. He got the hype from Zeldris. He already had it before. He got it twice. He got it twice. He got it. You just saw Zeldris chilling with my boy Kusak. We haven't even seen what Kusak does. This man better be epic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If Chandler could do all this shit and he's old, Kusak's old, but he doesn't show it. Like this man, he better be epic. But that's besides the point. Kusak and Zeldris are talking. Kusak's making him tea or whatever the fuck. And Lord Zeldris, you know what I'm saying? It appears that the Seven Million Sins even beat the great Chandler, and he's like talking him up, and he's like, well, even so, Chandler was at like a quarter of his power. Not the Seven Million Sins just give Meliodas over and kill themselves, and then like Zeldris is like he drinks, he's like, no, fuck that, hold on. Your assessment, oh shit, he's like your assessment's wrong for one thing, and the tea sucked. I was like, damn. The tea fucking sucks. But he's like, yeah, your assessment's wrong. He's like, he puts Chandler's personality on the table for us all. He's like, yo, this man is a playful fuck. That's how he lives his life. It lives around playing, and it's surrounded by Meliodas. And once he realizes he can't get his precious student, he's going to show his true colors. So before, he's been playing around with him. So him playing around pushed them to their limits. Like, what? And he's still not even at 100%. He's still weakened from the seal. Like this, you don't understand. He's not even 100%. And when we see this man get up, bro, let me tell you. Black hair. I like it. He got buff. This man has a sword. He looks like one of the Don Roar cats. One of them. They had a long ass sword. It went outside of the panel. Like this man, no, he got widespread. His sword has meaning. It has weight to it. And it's not a joke because his sword broke Chastifold. It broke Chastifold. His new body. For one thing, he's a demon, so he can regen. So obviously he's not dead. I don't even think King got his hearts. So yeah, and this man is he decimated Chastifold. He cut it in half. And yeah. Dolor and Gloxinia, they're at the end. They come out last second at the end of the chapter, but still, his Chastifold, King's Chastifold, is broke. He did him like Ichigo. That's fucked. That's so fucked. But before he transformed, like the sky, there were signs that he was still alive. The sky was still black. Diane didn't return to her regular form. There was no panels or like anything showing like Escanor like bulking back up or Merlin returning back to how she was. There was nothing. And then you just hear like noises and Gother, his body's contorting and crushing and cracking and breaking. And he's like, well, I guess this is it, guys. I was like, no. Gother, see, it's sad, but it's not. Like, they're sad, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to process, like, wait, hold on, wait. What? Slow down. You know what I'm saying? So Gother just died, right? And actually, no, Gother's not dead. Fuck that. Gother's a dog. I've seen this man get his head knocked off and pick it back up. Gother's not dead. Fuck that shit. Yeah, maybe. Gother might be dead. I just thought of it. I was like, yo, wait, hold on. They've been hyping up the fact that Chandler's a demon of the highest rank. Maybe so maybe Gother is dead. He had a absolute order on him. And yo, Hawk feels speaking of absolute, Hawk feels so guilty. He really does. Because he was like, yeah, I got the absolute order off. I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? He did nothing. The absolute order is in perfect contact. It's in perfect condition on his hand. I know Hawk feels so guilty. I know he does. Gother, he honestly, just because he's a high-ranking demon, Gother might be dead, honestly. Gother might, because Chandler's a high-ranking demon, Gother might be dead, and the fact that he put an absolute order on him, Gother actually might be dead. But that can have another character arc in the future of him, like, meeting the demon Gother, if he's still alive. Which, no, wait, my bad. He's dead. But that would have been cool, though. That would have been interesting. But yeah, Gother more than likely is dead. Or he's in, like, an in-between state. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, fuck it. King's like, yo, y'all, we need to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? So King, he's like, yeah, fuck you, Bumblebee. You know what I'm saying? And Bond, he's taking hold. He's taking command. Like I said last chapter, he's taking control. And King, out of everyone there, is the strong, well, barring like Diane, but I mean not Diane, but Elizabeth, because she's with Meliodas right now. But he's like, yo, Elizabeth, take Diane. Bond, fuck off. He did my boy Bond dirty. My boy Bond was like, no, King, you need to go since you're strong, and you need to take all them away, and then I'll hold him off. I'll slow him down. And he's like, King's like, oh, he did my boy Bond so dirty, but it's so true. It's so true. He was like, yo, what can you do aside from slow me down? And Bond's face, he was like, you did not just say what I thought you just said. Because Bond has been thinking this. He knows this. He knows that he's weak. He's the weakest person on the 7 Deadly Sins. He knows this. I'm not even trying to be funny, but Hawk might be able to beat Bond. And that's saying something. That is legit saying something. And yet, like, I just saw it on my boy's face. He was like, no. Like, I know Bond does this a lot. I really do. But I think Bond he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. He has to. He has to leave. Like, this man, he needs to acquire strength, because Bond never really got a power up or a power. He wasn't here for the power up arc. You know what I'm saying? The training arc. He wasn't there. Bond was on his character journey. You know what I'm saying? He was on his journey to find himself, low-key. He was trying to resurrect Elaine. You know what I'm saying? It's all the stuff from the first 100 chapters, and it kept on getting pushed back. Yeah, Bond, he was still on this, like, I gotta resurrect Elaine from all those 100 chapters from the first arc. He was still on that mission. You know what I'm saying? He finally got done with that mission, and then so he's still at the moment, he was still at that level of strength, while everyone else had leveled up. Bond's not weak, but the people that he had certain techniques where it didn't make it seem like there was a big gap. But when push came to shove, that gap started widening. When shit started to get real, Bond's techniques aren't working. So, hey, Bond might have to dip, but hey, if it actually gets that bad, Bond might actually become evil. And I'm like, hey, amen. Just like that one guy from 3,000 years ago. His name started with R, like Rio or Ryu or Rain or whatever his name was. The dude that looked like Bond from 3,000 years ago. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That guy. He could go down the same road and, like, make a deal with, like, one of the Demon Clan or the Fairy Clan, or I mean not the Fairy Clan, the Goddess Clan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then King. Let's get to King. My boy King. He had a little something in the beginning of the chapter, and it's kind of like what I said last chapter. I said something around I was talking how King was starting to, like, he had like an inner monologue about him and his relationship to Meliodas, kind of like how Bond did. Like, Bond, he was doubting Meliodas, and King, he correlated him and Diane to to King himself and Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? I switched in there to King and Elizabeth. Damn it, to King and Diane and Meliodas and Elizabeth. he correlated those how they are similar, and he's like, yo, I can't even begin to feel how I would feel if I lost Diane and you lost Elizabeth hundreds of times. You know what I'm saying? And in this chapter, we see how Meliodas met King. You know what I'm saying? He was in the carriage or the caravan while King was going to get shipped off to like prison. You know what I'm saying? Because of the murders that Helbram had did. He basically took the blame for it, and now he's in cuffs. You know what I'm saying? And he's like lamenting. He's like, man, I'm a horrible king. I let my sister die. I let the fairy force. Like I'm a horrible king. And he started crying, and Meliodas is like, if you can cry, you're not a horrible king. Most of the kings that I would think are like just like greedy and like conniving and like weak, but you're actually feeling for your people. That's truly a king. And that kind of correlates back into the present when he's like, yo, everyone leave. I'll hold off Chandler. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna die, let me die as a true king, as being a true king. I may not be strong enough and I'll let you guys down, but let me at least die a king's death. And I was like, yo, that's honestly even though he dissed my nigga Bond, that's actually pretty fucking cool, and I respect King for that. I honestly, this is the most respect I will give King, because King was kind of bitchy in the beginning of this arc. He really was towards Meliodas, and I understand why. But like at the end of the day, that's your captain. You gotta follow that man. Even Bond swallowed his pride and was like, you know what? That's my boy. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. I was wrong. King, it took him a while. I don't even. Did King apologize? I don't even know if King apologized, but he feel obviously from what he thinks, he feels sorry. You know what I'm saying? That he ever like even doubted Meliodas. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we get to the end of the chapter. Yo, Gloxinia and Dolor. Yo, we saw these guys. What was it, like 5-6 chapters ago, when Zeldris was looking for the rest of the Ten Commandments, and they were just somewhere just chilling. You know, I think they were in the Fairy King. They're in the Fairy King's forest, and they were just chilling. And what I guess this is a part of their plan to retaliate, because it makes sense too, because they're the original like squad from 3,000 years ago, who Meliodas himself, like those were his mates. So with these two big players now on the team, I can actually see them not beating Chandler. Still, because Chandler just powered up. I do not want Chandler to lose. I want them to run away. I know one of them has transportation magic. I know they do. So I would rather see them leave and run away from Chandler, and Chandler be exhausted and have to go himself, rather than them to beat Chandler. Or even, but I would like this less, or even Chandler still taking Meliodas, but them still leaving. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked that either way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this chapter, yeah, I fucks with it. I really did. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. My boy Chandler pulled a Roshi. My boy Bond, he pulled a Topo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll see you guys later.